Welcome to this month's installment of the Antihaul. Now, if you don't know the Antihaul, I've been doing this now for 2 years, very long time. Welcome if this is your first one. How these work. I look at the releases of the past month. Anything that had a physical release that I did not buy, I'm going to talk about here. The reason why I talk about the ones I didn't buy is because it's an anti-haul. The stuff I bought, I'm going to open that in another video. And the whole point of an anti-haul is to be like, yeah, not buying things. Woo! Yeah! Do you get it? It's really just a way for me to talk about releases of the past month. Does that make sense? Are you ready? If it didn't, just watch another one of my videos. Just keep watching them until you understand the concept. Let's begin. Ooh. Ooh. Wonpil, Pilmography. Member of Day6, the keyboardist, the pianist. It's really interesting having an entire album of just him because he has such a distinct voice that it's just weird. I wasn't a huge fan of this. There were some songs that I did vibe with, I did groove, but it's not something I see myself revisiting, so I don't really want to buy it. Whoa. What was I saying? I don't really want to buy this. I also have just not been collecting Day6 for a long time now that I just don't have any real itch to buy any of the solo stuff because I haven't been buying the group stuff or the subunit stuff, so it's just like, I'm not going to do it. So, no. Rolling Quartz, Fighting. Another band-related release because they're a band. A girl band. I like that. They're pretty cool. Fun fact about this, their title track is actually a cover of Dreamcatcher's Good Night. No, if I'm going to buy this, I actually did buy their debut album because I wanted to support the group. I still want to support the group still. I just never got around to buying this. And now I've hit that point where I don't really want to buy it because the window of hype has kind of vanished. And knowing how their first one was, it's not the best packaging of an album. And I'm going to be paying the same amount for a cheaper album. And I don't like that, which makes me just really not want to buy it. I don't know. I might buy a used copy, which I know goes against the point of supporting the group, but I shouldn't feel like it's on me to support the group. You know, someone paid for it. They don't want it. I will gladly take it off their hands, okay? Ravi, Love and Fight. I would be lying if I said I enjoyed myself while I was listening to this. It's so not my style of music. And I don't have any attachment to VIVIZ or the members. There's nothing holding me to this. I do have some VIVIZ albums. I actually do want to sell those. So that's my relationship really with VIVIZ and just them. Ravi's definitely not my bias. That sounds so harsh. He's not my bias. And I don't really care for his solo career direction. So, no, I'm not going to buy this. VIVIZ, Beam of Prism. It's a pretty good debut album, debut. It's GFriend -3. I don't dislike this, but while I was listening to it, I was just like, man, this is missing something. And it's missing the 3 other members of GFriend. It's just so apparent of it's not GFriend, but it kind of is. And I just, upsets me. I do like some of the songs, though. Love Me Like? Is that Love Me Like, Love You Like? I adore that. Possibly because it sounds so much like an Oh My Girl B-side. I hear the Oh My Girl members singing that song. But I do like some songs on this. I don't have a GFriend collection. Okay, I have GFriend albums. It's weird. My GFriend collection makes no sense. And I need to stop buying GFriend related stuff because I don't want to commit to a GFriend collection. And I need to just I don't want to keep buying just random GFriend releases. So it's just, no. Sungwoon, you. Look, Sungwoon, I love you, man. It's okay to not release an album every month. I realize he's probably just putting out so much because he's gonna maybe enlist soon. And this sounds like a, last thing to put out before enlistment. But my God, this man, he's just Just, it's like every month there's a new release. And, you know, I like him. I like him a lot. It's overwhelming. And it's become too much now, where I'm actually very thankful I haven't been collecting him, because it's a lot. And I'm used to the K-pop comeback schedule of kind of frequent releases, but this is so frequent. I know I shouldn't be complaining. I shouldn't say it's a bad thing. I don't collect his stuff. I own one of his albums, which I feel weird about now because I didn't do a full-on collection. I don't know. I don't want to buy this. It was good though. It was really pretty. I liked it, but no. Epik High. Epik High is here. Part 2. I'm not really an Epik High fan, and like I like some of their stuff. I know some people are like really hyped about them. Like I understand it. I guess they don't do much for me. I thought this was good. I think I liked part 1 better than this, and I didn't buy that, so why would I buy this? Taeyeon, I envy you. Do you even need to ask? Of course I bought this. Every version. The 2 books, the limited, the cassette tape, the vinyl. Let's just briefly talk about the stupid vinyl. So that vinyl sold out instantly. You can't get it. And it's not going to ship out till December, so that's fun. So I had placed an order for my vinyl. And I was so happy. I was like, ooh, I got my order. I can sit back. I'm happy. No. I get an email the next day getting a refund for it. They canceled my order because they didn't have enough. So then I'm scrambling to find another one. And I think I found another place. I ordered from it. Who knows if they are telling the truth? I might not find out till December. But, you know, if you're one of these people who is afraid that they might not get their Taeyeon INVU vinyl, I'm going to tell you, it'll be okay. It will be possible to get this. Especially like in December when they ship. People will be selling them. They're going to be expensive. It's expensive already. It's already going to cost you like $100 right now to buy it. It's going to cost you $100 again in December. It's just a little stressful, you know? I'd like the security of I have it, I don't have to worry about it. But Apink Horn. Decent full album. Now, I don't collect Apink. I have one Apink album, which is so weird. Not really comfortable with that. I probably should just sell it at this point. Apink was never quite a group for me. You know, maybe if I got into K-pop earlier, I'd like them more. And, you know, I was liking the concept change that they were doing. Now I'm a little bit over it. Especially, like, now, this kind of being, like, the 4th time we've, like, kind of done this. I'm like, you know, maybe change it up even more. I don't vibe too much with Apink. Like, I don't dislike them. I don't really love them. So I'm not going to be buying albums from them. Treasure, The Second Step, Chapter 1. So leading into this comeback, I was actually listening to a lot of Treasure. I was kind of hyping myself up of like, okay, maybe I can be a Treasure fan. And I actually did like this comeback. I don't know if I fooled myself enough into liking Treasure. You know, when you listen to it so much, you just kind of start liking it. Or if I actually generally just like it. I like the title. I like You. I'm not collecting this group. I don't really want to buy this. They have a lot. There's just a lot to that group. I don't really want to even tempt myself into the Treasure rabbit hole. I will give them a thumbs up. Wonho, Obsession. I'm surprised I actually haven't bought this yet. I have like a Wonho collection. I love Wonho. I love his solo career, minus whatever that last release was. I don't talk about that one. I don't talk about Blue. What was it called? I didn't say that. What was that? And I totally meant to buy this. I just never did. Because it was just like awkward timing in like when I order my albums by Shy Guy. And I wanted to see what Photobook to get. None of the concepts really jumped out at me, and then I just never ordered it because I could never like agree on a photo book that I wanted. So I just didn't do it. It's always just like annoying to buy releases after they've released. I don't know, that's just how I buy things. Also, the single is only 2 songs. That's another reason I was like, oh. Like a little Shy Guy cam. JWiiver. Jtrap. I don't actually know if that's how you pronounce this group. JWiiver? JWiiver. Anyway, new boy group. Now, if you're a fan of the Chan and a fan of the Sears, you know I don't really like boy groups that much. New boy groups don't do much for me. But I am giving a clap of approval. I think this group's good. I liked this debut. I'm intrigued. Who is this group? What is this company? How did they afford this? I feel like there's actually a good amount of money and effort put into this, and I'm so unaware of who this is. So just generally, very impressive. But I don't feel comfortable like buying a new boy group album because I don't really stand them that easily. So just buying so soon, I don't want to do it. Stacy, Young-Luv.com. I bought both of those stupid Capri Sun bag albums. Possibly the grossest things I've ever seen, and I'm gonna have 2 of them. I think they're my first bag. No, I have the ITZY bag album, that's right, but still, that's like my first bag album. Great. They did also release jewel cases. I want to talk about this. I was initially planning on buying my bias's jewel case, which is ISA. As usual with most of these member jewel cases, I go like, well, maybe I'll buy like my bias records as well. And if I buy theirs, I might as well buy this one. And then like, I might as well buy this one. Then I might as well just buy them all. So I was thinking of just buying all 6 of these jewel cases. And then I thought about it, and I didn't want to buy 6 jewel cases of the same album. And you don't even see their faces. Hi, Shy Guy. So in the end, I didn't buy any jewel cases. Aren't you proud of me? I didn't even buy my biases. Because why? Why would I buy it? I can't even, like, her face doesn't show on the front. That's part of, like, the point of a member version. I don't want it. I don't want a jewel case. And I just, like, imagining the collection in my head. First off, the bag is already... but then just, like, a jewel case. It just sounds disgusting to me. I don't want it. So I saved the money. So proud of myself. It's character growth after buying all 9 Promise ones. BtoB, Be Together. Full group comeback, which that's kind of cool. I know they're more known for their ballads and stuff, which is what this is. And like, that's cool and all, but like I really liked Hype BtoB a lot. But I also bias Ilhoon, so I don't really matter too much on the direction of BtoB, I guess. I don't plan on buying this. I have 2 BtoB albums. I might as well just sell those as well. I don't like having just random albums from groups now. I'm finding that I'm evolving in my collection. I don't like just having these random albums anymore. But I don't see myself buying any more BtoB stuff, especially now my bias is gone. It's just kind of sad. Especially with this whole like, oh, full group comeback. NMIXX. Add MARE. There are so many videos I could do on this group. So I bought the blind package way back in the day when that was announced. And I did end up buying the light version, the new one that they released recently. It's funny because like at first I was going to just buy it. And then I heard teasers and I was like, hold. Like, who? Do I actually want to buy this? And then like I kind of thought about it more after the release happened. I was like, yeah, I'll buy it. So I bought it. I'm not going to speak too much about it. Like I said, I could do videos on this group. I don't know if I will. If you're interested, maybe, sure, why not? We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. Billlie, The Collective Soul and Unconscious, Chapter 1. I did buy both versions. Love Billlie. I'm really hoping we get some merch of that little one-eyed creepy rabbit. Like we have merch of that like snowman from Snowy Night. I want something of that rabbit. CRAXY, Dance with God. This is a weird group. I actually thought about doing a video on them. I personally don't really like their music. I wanted to see an unboxing of this album. The album cover art was very intriguing. I'm just not sure this has come out physically yet. They have a member named Wooah and I hate that. Makes searching for Wooah, the group, you know, maybe a little more difficult. They're such an interesting group. Solji, first letter. I love Solji. I love EXID. Oh my gosh, I can't tell you actually how much of an EXID fan I was back in the day before my channel. Oh, y'all don't even know the old me. You wouldn't recognize her. I do have an EXID collection. It's not finished and it never will be because freaking hippity hop. For the most part, it's finished, but I don't really like want this in the collection. I don't know. It just doesn't fit. I'm not like reaching out like, oh, I need the Solji album for my EXID collection. And I mean, part of that's just because EXID hasn't really released anything in so long. It's a ballad album, and you know, every now and then, I love me a ballad album. This one didn't do too much for me. Some of the songs I liked. It wasn't enough for me to go, I really want to buy this album, and I want to own it and have it in my collection. But I'm so happy she is putting out music. Black Level, New Start. Another new boy group. No clap of approval for them. I'm so sorry. It's so new goo. I think even if it was a girl group, it's probably at just that new goo level that it's like, you get frustrated of just like, why isn't there money put into this? I don't know how to explain it. Hopefully they'll get better. Hopefully, you know, they'll get some more funding and they can get some better production in their songs. Rocket Punch, Yellow Punch. Up front, weirdly enough, I don't like Rocket Punch that much, which I know that's probably so weird. I love cute, fun girl groups, and Rocket Punch is a cute, fun girl group. I never clicked with them. This, though, wowie, wow. They popped off. I just think there's so much improvement here, and I love this. I think Chiquita is fantastic. I just think this is a really good EP. I'm not gonna buy it, though. Because for one, I don't have Rocket Punch albums. Two, I don't want Rocket Punch albums. And I say that because if you're unaware, Rocket Punch albums come in a bag, a little pouch thing. I don't know why that's the gimmick that they went with and they're sticking with, but that is what they do. I see people just take them out of the bags and they just have them without them, which that's probably what I would do too. I'd hate it. It'd make me feel gross, but it's like, you just have to. So they get clap of approval, but they don't get my money. Super Junior, The Road, Winter for Spring. What is this? Super Junior puts out so much music. I don't get it. I don't get it. How are they putting out so much music? It is a single. It's like a sad, like slow kind of song. It's almost like a disbandment song sounding. It just seems so random to me. I don't know. I don't follow Super Junior. I'm no elf. And then for the packaging, it's jewel cases. And they're like unit jewel cases, which is kind of weird. It came with the most horrifying teaser picture I have ever seen for a K-pop release. And that's actually all the albums I have. That was actually not too many. Cool. Some extra stuff that I have. The poster book by Seulgi. I guess Seulgi released kind of like a book of some of her art. I did buy this because I love Seulgi. She's like one of my alts. I collect Red Velvet and she's my bias. So yeah, I bought it. I don't know what you want from me. The Treasure plush dolls. These are so cute. And like, I kind of wish some of my biases and like my groups did this, but they don't. I'm not just gonna buy a Treasure one. I don't even know the members. The Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha vinyl. I talked about the Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha OST back when that like came out. I talked about how I was like on edge of buying it, then like the guy got canceled and I was like, no, I'm definitely not buying it now. And I never actually wanted back around to buying it, even when he got like, you know, his cancellation got like retconned or whatever. He's not canceled anymore. I just still feel weird about it all. My rush of like Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha is like long gone. That I have no desire to buy this. It just feels so weird them announcing it now. Like, it's just, no. Enhypen Memories and Pieces of Memories. So Big Hit does these things where like every year they do like a memories of for the group from the past year. Like BTS does them, TXT did it once. I don't know why they haven't kept doing it. And then this is the Enhypen one. These are fun. I have one for BTS. I have the TXT one. I don't want to get this one because I just don't collect Enhypen. So there's no point. These things are so expensive. Also, there's like 2 things for this, which is really weird. I don't know how that works. I don't know like what's in each. I will say, if you are on the fence, and I know this goes against the whole point of the anti-haul, I'm so sorry. My experience with these memories of the different big hit groups is these will go out of print and they will be very expensive to later on buy. So if you are thinking about it and are like, oh, but it's expensive, but I want it, this is the cheapest to get it. You should probably just get it now. And you know, if you don't want it later on, you can sell it and you'll be able to sell it for a pretty good price. These things usually resell for like over $100, especially like the longer you wait. They can sell for pretty high. But I'm just saying, I'm saying it more, I'm not telling you to do it so you can resell it. I'm saying that if you want it, now's the time to get it because it's going to cost you more if you wait. And you're going to be probably angry at yourself. That is just me speaking from experience with these things. Stella I Vinyl. I swear to God, these vinyls are going to be the end of me. So, a vinyl that's even harder to get than the Taeyeon one. So I had placed an order for this. This is actually one of my favorite albums from, what was that, 2020? I love this album. I love Stella. And I was buying, I was going to buy this, like, no matter what. I placed an order and it got canceled. It's 2 times in 1 month. That happens to me. I love it. I love it so much. But then I found it somewhere else, ordered it from them, which coincidentally, that site was the site that then canceled my Taeyeon one. I did place my Stella order and it has shipped. So I'm getting it. I am getting the Stella I Vinyl, which I'm so excited for. Oh my God. I can't believe I got it. ATEEZ Ode to Youth Photobook. I think this is ATEEZ. No, ATEEZ has definitely had another Photobook. I feel like they call this the first Photobook. They definitely had another. They had like the Treasure, right? Am I misremembering? Anyway, I'm not buying it. I don't really have. My ATEEZ collection's weird. ATEEZ is like a group I was collecting and then I stopped, and like I'm kind of okay with that. Photobooks are kind of reserved for the ults, with some exceptions. Loonaverse from Photobook. So remember how I was like, oh, Photobooks are reserved for ults. Yeah, I bought this. Loona's not an ult, but I bought this. This is like the My Music Taste concert that they did. It's a photobook from that. And like, I watched the concert. I'm like, yeah, I'll buy it. I like Loona a lot. Loona's like in a weird spot in my collection. They're not ult. They're like below. So like, I break some rules every now and then. Loona's just also a group too. They're like, a lot of their stuff, if you don't get it, it just gets so much harder to get it later. And I just want it. I don't know. I just want it, okay? Blackpink, the movie. I don't know how to explain this. It's like this limited edition movie thing. It's really cool. Like, I looked at this thing and I was like, man, I want this. I don't collect Blackpink, which is why I'm not going to get it. It's also very expensive. It's like $100. But like, understandably so, kind of. Because it's got like a VR headset thing. It's crazy. It'd be really cool actually to have a Blackpink concert DVD though. Like, YG groups know how to throw concerts. I don't want to spend that money. So no. Okay, the last thing I have is a little weird. And it's K-pop NFTs. I'm going to assume you have heard NFT before. You're aware of them. Hopefully, you are kind of like, ew, NFTs. That's the proper reaction to have to these. K-pop has been, it's been happening now. We've been getting a few announcements with some companies and some NFT deals. And really, this should be its own video in itself. I'm not knowledgeable enough on the topic to feel comfortable doing a whole video on NFTs and then like them coming into K-pop. So I'm just going to talk about it briefly here. Don't buy these. There's a lot of issues with NFTs. There are plenty of videos on YouTube. There's that really long one that everyone talks about that's like 2 hours long. It's a great video. You should watch it if you don't understand NFTs and if you don't understand why they're bad. And the thing that's so gross about it coming into K-pop is the K-pop community, you know, we are so easy to target. You know, as someone who, you know, buys all this stuff, I am very aware of how easy I am to, you know, market to and, you know, manipulate into buying their stuff. It makes perfect sense for this to come into K-pop. Don't do it. Don't let them win. The most prominent one right now that people are aware of is what Sunmi is doing. So she has her own NFT thing that's gonna happen. They recently released a teaser of some of the stuff you'll get if you purchase her NFT. Some of the things on there are mostly just hinting at things she's doing in the future, like a full album and a tour, which that's exciting. But it's just like, oh, you get like first access to buying it, like, oh, you get first access to tickets. And it's like that's the manipulation. And people aren't happy about it. Every time she posts, I think just anything, you have people in the comments telling her, like, don't do this. Like, you don't understand. This is really bad. So just, I trust my viewers are knowledgeable enough to just know to not buy K-pop NFTs. At one point, I even kind of thought about I should just do that as a video, but I don't even want to do that. I don't want to support NFTs at all, and I don't want to support it in K-pop. That was a really long rant. That really could have just been a video. But hopefully I talked you out of buying a K-pop NFT if those were to happen, because I think SM and YG, I think, have been, or big hit as well. All the big companies, you know, it's starting to happen. But we will stay strong. And that is the anti-haul. Thank you so much for watching. It is currently 3 a.m. for me, so I'm going to go to bed. I hope you're having a wonderful morning, dusk, dawn, evening, night, afternoon, whatever time of day it is, whenever you are. Bye. 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 Bye.